Hidden Frontier Productions present Star Trek Grissom. Episode 3. The Star's My Destination.
U.S.S. Hathaway, stardate 8302.6, Captain Jeffrey Pierce reporting. After further collection of samples from the debris field, the rising amount of radiation has forced us to break the remains of the Genesis planet's orbit, and we must maintain a position at a greater distance, which now looks like any shuttle mission and tractor beam usage is impossible. Preliminary close-range scans indicate unusual energy readings. Strange, but at the same time familiar. Science Officer Ramira advises they could be after effects of what they call the planet's initial forming Genesis wave, but she also detected energy particles more usually found in protomatter. This is troubling, but for now, and at this stage and distance, we can confirm nothing. As to the fragments found within the debris, more than 90% are clearly identifiable as the remains of the U.S.S. Grissom, which means that the U.S.S. Enterprise herself must have faced a different fate. We believe the Grissom was caught unawares by whatever destroyed her, as her shields must not have been raised. Given the weapon's energy detected in orbit, we believe this indicates that one or both ships are likely to have met with foul play. While my teams are still evaluating the available data, I can't do anything but continue to follow the ship's logs to find out what or who could have been the cause for their demise.
You know, Mark, the good thing about being where I am is I really can't complain about anything. It's a heavy workload, and it's damn odd sometimes, but it's wonderful. Thor, Ottair, Chapman, they've all become such good friends. If I could choose an assignment again, I'd certainly choose the Grissom. I miss you, though.
Enter.
And wish...
There you are, Childers. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Well, you know why you're here. If you have anything to say, do it now.
I'm sorry.
That's a beginning, but not enough. How in tarnation did you fail to oversee the delivery of the personal message logs? We were less than an hour out from the Pacifica orbit by the time our shuttle returned, so you could and should have transferred them to Greenwich Central all in one go, and it wouldn't have taken you more than a minute to pass on what this crew had to say to their beloved before we went into full silent run-in.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you one last chance, Lieutenant. Although you can be an ensign again just as quickly as you became a lieutenant. When we rendezvous with the Enterprise to bring Dr. Marcus and Lieutenant Savick aboard, you are to transfer those message logs to Commander Uhura, the Enterprise's communications officer.
Yes, sir.
The entire crew are disappointed that their messages were not sent, so let's get it right this time. I need to know I can count on you, Childers, and your initiative.
You can, sir.
Then don't disappoint me again, or it'll be your last day of duty as a lieutenant. Now, go.
Apologies, Captain.
Just spare me that phrase.
Captain on the bridge.
Status, Mr. Jada.
15 hours, 23 minutes to our rendezvous point with the Enterprise, sir.
Good. Where is Commander Ottair?
Off duty, sir.
And Thorson?
Still having trouble with his knee today.
I can't believe my senior staff is leaving me alone up here. What about Cassas?
Reconfiguring the phaser banks.
And Sada?
She's due on duty shortly, probably in the gymnasium now.
Fine, then get her up here ASAP. In the interim, I'll be in my quarters. Mr. Jada, the bridge is yours.
It's all your fault, Brian.
Ah, come on.
You're a loser.
Come on, Becky. 10 more sit-ups and you're at the magic 100. Keep it up.
You're such a slave driver, Christopher, and what's worse, you love it.
Shh. 98, 99, 99, 100. Okay, time out.
Lieutenant Sergeant, report to the bridge.
Oh, well.
Just in time.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Understood.
Pity your shift is starting.
Well, I'm gonna hit the showers and grab something to eat. I'm starving. Strangely, I have this craving for some prawns on banana bread.
I was wondering how long you were going to take to tell me about your happy events.
You knew.
It's obvious. Not drinking at Starbase 67, in visiting Dr. Saraz every other minute, worrying about contacting Robert, that especially. But relax, your secret is safe with me.
I implore you, be quiet about it. Only Dr. Saraz knows. And Dr. Clive. I mean Saunders.
Dr. Clive? Are you for real? You hardly know him.
Oh, just leave it. You're hardly in a position to lecture me, sniffing around Esteban and not admitting that you like him.
That is ridiculous, Becky. And just because you're my best friend doesn't mean I always want to know your opinion on everything.
Deck 1.
Deck 2.
Well, friends should at least be able to be honest with each other.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're a good guy, Christopher, but I really worry about you in those moments when you're trying to be something other than you are.
Becky, I don't...
You really like that Esteban, don't you?
No.
Liar. Why can't you just admit it?
Becky, It's just about pheromones. I don't know. Just don't ask. And don't tell anyone.
You're not serious about what you just said.
I am indeed. Now go and enjoy your shower.
Christopher, I'm sorry. Oh dear.
Clearing a path for your Black Queen, Stephanie? You are very predictable.
For somebody who's so quiet in company, you have an awful lot to say when silence is required, Thor.
I do my best thinking at the chessboard. It's useful to use you as a sounding board when I'm simultaneously thrashing you. Again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Thor. I didn't realize I was losing. I'll just have to take your queen then, to make me feel a bit better.
Well, nice move. But I'll be having your bishop now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goddammit. Ow.
Your knee's getting worse again.
It's actually much better. I feel pretty stupid for damaging my interior cruciate ligament by overdoing it in the gymnasium. But Dr. Saraz is confident that her repair is sound. Another day or two's rest and I'll be done hobbling around.
Fingers crossed. But now that you've got a little bit of time for yourself, how are things between you and Ensign Gerber?
Okay, I suppose.
It's been 2 months now. You know she's crazy about you. Are you still trying to work up the courage to ask her out?
I think she just wants me for my body. She has a bit of a reputation.
Tee-hee. Are you calling Gerber a slut?
No. Of course I'm not. And keep it down. People are staring.
She's educated, beautiful, intelligent, caring. She likes you. You like her. You don't need to be an engineer to do the math.
You know, it just felt wrong after we lost Paul at Sonera Base. Not the right time.
Ah, the Houston factor. Check. But I don't think she'll be around forever. I heard Murphy has her in sights, and he's full of blarney.
Really? Weren't you about to see him once in a while?
Watch it.
See? I got you there.
I mean your rook.
Come on, there must be at least someone you have a soft spot for.
You don't want to know about that.
Well then, let me guess.
You know I wouldn't tell you anyway. So let's put it this way. There might indeed be someone on this ship I can relate to, but he certainly doesn't seem interested in relating to me.
Oh, too bad. Check.
Easy one.
But now you have to sacrifice a pawn.
Don't be stupid, Thor. And you really have to be somewhat more direct to Gerber, or she will run away.
I might endeavor to think about it.
Do it. Just think of Murphy approaching her.
You mean it's a tactical thing?
As everything. So what are you waiting for? Just go see her now.
Maybe. When we finish this game.
We already have. Checkmate.
If I could choose an assignment again, I'd certainly choose the Grissom. I miss you, though, and wish you were here. Leading a Starfleet officer's life is no excuse for anyone to go for a life of separation. What were we thinking, getting married and getting assigned to 2 ships in 2 different sectors? You on the Potemkin and me here. And right now, I regret it more than ever not to be in range and having to make this stupid recording, waffling about people and crap and not even getting to the point. Well, I just don't know how to begin. I have something to tell you, and I won't waste time procrastinating any longer. Dr. Saraz.
Childers.
I have Admiral Mora on channel from Starfleet Command.
Transfer it down here.
Aye.
Admiral, what can I do for you?
I'm checking your status, Jonathan. How are things?
Well, calm.
Fine. You might have heard the news that Dr. David Marcus is already aboard the Enterprise?
Yes. They sent a coded subspace message some hours ago, which also carried the coordinates of our rendezvous point. With both Dr. Marcus and Lieutenant Savick aboard, it looks like our mission is finally coming together.
Thank the Lord, Jonathan. You had too many incidents to stomach on this journey. Where are you now?
We already passed the Mutara sector on our way to Pacifica from Epsilon Minos, and are now halfway en route to our rendezvous with Kirk. I feel a bit as if we're yo-yoing back and forth.
Which is why you should keep both eyes open in the area you're flying through. Our monitoring stations have noted increased activity along the Tholian Assembly border, mainly of Tholian scout vessels.
Are they in direct contact with Federation ships or planets?
No, Jonathan. They are as shy as always, but they must be curious about the recent incident nearby.
Do you think they can become dangerous? Shall we stagger our course?
Just ensure your sensor scans are to full range and watch for any incursions, but maintain your course to the Mutara Nebula.
Acknowledged.
There is another thing. Grand Admiral Turner wishes to know if the report you issued on the recent incident at the Sonera base was entirely complete.
What? I don't understand.
Then let me ask you, is there anything you can think of which you did not include?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure.
Good. The issue with Turles is still keeping us busy here, and the deeper we're digging, the more questions it's raising.
I'm oddly not surprised.
So, should anything spring to mind regarding Sonera, I am asking you to contact me directly and immediately.
Understood.
We'll talk again after your rendezvous with the Enterprise. Morrow out.
Bridge, report.
Childers here.
Have Thorson report to the bridge. I'm sure he's only itching to get back on duty. Knee injury or no. Lieutenant Sato, I want senior crew on the bridge for the next few hours. Increase frequency of our sensor scans, both fore and aft. There are suggestions of a potential Tholian presence in the sector.
We're about 2 billion kilometers away from their borders, sir. I don't think...
Just do as I say. I'll be there shortly.
As you wish.
Good boy, Muggle. Come along. Muggle, what the... Muggle! There you are. Oh boy, what's wrong with you? This is the door to the generator room. There's nobody there. Hello? Anyone in here? See, it's empty. Rachel? Rachel! My God, what are you doing down here in the dark?
Hey, Kara.
You frightened the life out of me and Muggle.
Nothing to concern you at all. I was merely checking something. You know, the structural field integrity at source, as requested by engineering.
But that's right over there on the other side. These are the main shields controls.
You got a problem with that?
Hey, no need to get antsy with me, Rachel. God, and you look deathly pale. Are you okay?
I'm quite fine, thank you.
Muggle, stop barking. I don't know what you did on him, but he's holding a grudge. I've never seen him so upset.
I'll let you nursemaid him. Some of us have work to do.
You really should stop by sickbay for a checkup.
No time for that, Kara. If you'll excuse me.
Now that's just weird. Well, come on then. Let's get you back to your mummy.
Ensign DeLonghi.
Hello, Commander.
Sorry to disgrace myself parading around half naked.
Well, I've seen worse.
I heard that, Ensign. Where's Esteban?
He went to the crew mess. I got the impression he was waiting for you.
Did you? But you're still here.
Obviously, though I know it's not quite the same.
No hard feelings, Ensign, but if there was anything going on between him and me, I think in our current 3-berth bunkroom situation, you would be the first to notice.
Well, now you've said it, Commander.
I heard that too. I hope things get back to normal soon so I can move back to my own quarters and people stop talking.
Well, I think Lieutenant Fernando knew exactly what she was doing when she assigned you to share the room with us.
And that would be?
Putting the two cutest guys aboard together.
You're really trying to annoy me, DeLonghi.
I'm sorry, Commander, but whatever you say, you're so asking for it.
So you coming for a drink then?
I am. And look at this fabulous shirt I'm going to wear. Got it when we stopped at Starbase 67 the other week and completely fell in love with it. What do you think?
Well, it's red.
The night to that falls on the grass over his head. At the night do that falls, though in silence it
Good evening. Excuse me, Specialist Esteban?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Cass, sir. I did not see you there. You startled me.
I apologize, Mr. Esteban. Can I join you?
Of course, I was only thinking to myself.
Obviously.
Shall long keep his memory
You are looking sad, Lieutenant.
Well, that makes two of us, doesn't it?
I've noticed Lieutenant Thorson is constantly arguing with you.
To be honest, I'm finding it hard to get through to Lars Thorson. I say white, he says black. It's no fun. I think it's because I am not this Paul Hewson.
Lieutenant Hewson was a good man.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being paranoid. But I'm sure he left a pretty big gap to fill. Do you think I should try to be more like him? Do you think Thorson would accept me then?
I have always found, sir, in the first instance it is best to be yourself. Otherwise you might forget who you are.
Hear, hear. And I thought Deltons were all Vulcan-like in their own way. I like you, Aben. May I call you Aben at all?
So, I thought I would join you for that drink, but I see you haven't been lonely.
What are you talking about, sir? I have no idea what you mean.
Sure you do. Playing pheromone ping-pong with Cassas now, aren't you?
Sorry, mister, but I object to your insinuations. And I'm not very happy with your attitude either.
Like I care about how you feel, Chico.
Apologize to Aben. Now.
Back off, man. This is between me and Aben.
Mr. Chapman, I can break your arm in 4 places without even thinking about it. Stand back and calm down.
Commander, my God, Lieutenant Cassas, what is this violence about?
He asked for it. He needs to be taken in hand.
Oh shit.
Relax, please. On this occasion, I can use my pheromones to take the pain away.
Don't you dare. Lucky punch, amigo. You won't be so lucky next time.
If you're so possessive of Aben, why don't you just admit it to yourself?
You bloody bastards!
Stop this now! Chapman, you better go to sickbay and let Dr. Saraz take a look at that eye. Cassas, you follow me now.
Sir, Christopher, are you okay? Shall I help you to sickbay?
Why can't you just leave me alone? This is all your entire fault. It would have been the first time we were having a social drink and could be seen together, but you're already flirting with the next guy like a dog.
I did no such thing. Why are you so horrible to me all the time? I've done nothing. Take a hard look at yourself, and I hope you like what you see. Because I don't.
Damn.
I know Chapman is a royal pain in the ass, but that is no excuse for hitting a fellow officer.
But Commander, he hit me first.
Irrelevant. As I heard you yourself point out as I entered the mess hall, you were able to break his bones because you're a trained hand-to-hand combatant. You could have stopped him by restraining him.
It was the way he treated that Delton boy which annoyed me.
Again, irrelevant. You should have known better, and I'm warning you, Cassas. I might mark this on my log. Now go ahead.
Commander?
Go. I'll be in engineering. I need something to distract me in a positive way. Hey, young man. Slowly.
Commander, please, I...
Have to run away? Not while I'm in command. With me.
No.
Deck 4. I hate to say it, but I can't see you crying. You need to do something about it all.
You have no idea, ma'am.
Nonsense. If one thing's for sure in this ship, it's the fact that everyone around has a pretty good idea what's going on. So let me be blunt. Do you really think you can handle your current situation? I mean, do you really want to stay on the Grissom? If you wish, I can arrange a transfer for you back to Federation space once we meet up with the Enterprise. Take your time and think about it, but for now, join me in engineering. And for God's sake, think of something different. I can find a use for you down here.
Pancreatic cancer is sometimes called a silent killer because it often does not cause symptoms in its early stage, and the latter symptoms are usually non-specific and varied. Carlton's carcinoma is even more sinister, usually only presenting symptoms when it is already too late for the patient. Therefore, it is often not diagnosed until it is advanced. Common symptoms include upper abdominal pain, loss of appetite, weight loss, late onset diabetes, and chronic tiredness.
I'm not going to be able to remove the bruising unless you stay still, Chapman.
The bleeding has already stopped, Doctor. It feels fine.
Indeed, but the bruise is still there. Look, if you need to talk...
So you can gossip about me like everyone else. I hate this ship.
Computer, play track number 3 from Shiraz's Chill Out Music Album 6.
What are you doing?
Taking, as you humans might say, a chill pill? I have taken the Hippocratic Oath, Chapman, so whatever you say stays with me alone.
Where's Murphy, anyway?
I've sent him to Lieutenant Thorson's quarter to have a look at his knee, since the captain has asked for his presence. I want to be sure he's fit for duty, so for the moment, it's just you and me.
I don't need you to play it counselor.
Then what do you need?
I just want to be left in peace, nothing more. If there's anything at all you can do for me, then give me one more of these anti-pheromone hypos and please, let me go.
But I won't do that.
Excuse me?
Clearly, Chapman, I can't give you what you don't need anymore. My diagnosis is that the pheromones have long worn off. What you are experiencing now are your feelings.
That's rubbish.
You're fighting against yourself.
I'm not.
See? Why don't you trust me?
You don't understand, Doctor.
Then let me. Make me understand. Is there really no one you ever trust in your life?
I don't know. I just don't know what's right or wrong lately.
Oh, what's that?
We dropped out of what?
Senior bridge officers, report to the bridge.
What?
See, Levy? There it was again.
I see it, Saunders. But shouldn't it be the crew taking care of this matter? We can do nothing to help.
You mean because we're just some excess baggage on this voyage? Me with all my talent, and you with your falsified qualifications.
Compared to you, my own qualifications and reputation are quite secure.
Then why are you following me around all the time? I'm planning to head straight for engineering and offer my help, but I'm mystified as to what you would seek there.
I will not do you a favor and just stay in our quarters.
Well then be quiet. And don't talk to me like a nagging wife. Ah, Captain Esteban. Up or down?
Up. And you gentlemen should remain in your quarters.
What's happening to the ship?
We've got a power failure. Nothing to worry about. Just stay calm and wait until we've solved it. Now, if you please.
Sure. Good luck.
Thank you, Doctor.
Does he really think we're going to just stay in our quarters? As if.
You just like to ignore orders, don't you?
And you just like to stay right behind me, eh? Bloody hell.
That sounds definite.
Indeed.
The lift doesn't seem to be returning. According to the display, it is stuck between decks. I wonder if the captain is still in there.
Damn, I think you're right. We can forget using it then.
So what do you suggest?
I'm sorry, Thor. Even my scanner's not working anymore.
Did you bring another hypo sprayer?
No, I'm afraid not.
Then I've got to grit my teeth.
Thor, what are you trying to do?
What I must, Murphy. I have to make it to the bridge. Ow. Oh, no. Please don't tell me I'm trapped in my own quarters. And with the mad Irishman.
None of these doors is working. It seems we can't even leave this deck at all.
Maybe we should really get back to our quarters.
Tell me when you found out how. Well, that isn't our first officer. Let me help you, Commander Ottair.
Well, gentlemen, that's nice, but I can do this perfectly well on my own.
My pleasure, ma'am.
What are you doing here anyway?
We were en route to the lab on Deck 8 when this all started.
I have no idea what's going on. I can't even locate the captain.
We believe he got trapped in the turbolift.
Not good. All our power was drained, and I think we're sitting quite dead in space. I left Esteban in engineering helping out. They're trying to get auxiliary power back down while I'm making my way up to the bridge through the Jeffries tubes.
Do you have an idea what caused it?
No. The plasma injectors started firing out of sequence, so we had to take them offline.
If we can be of any help.
Yes, why not? Can you climb, Doctor?
I beg your pardon?
Stop whining, Libby.
If you can reach that hatch above you, pull it open and draw down the ladder.
I hate climbing.
Now, if you please, gentlemen.
Good to have you here, Christopher.
I was lucky to have made it before the power went down completely. Why haven't we initiated yellow alert status?
Most ancillary functions are down, sir.
What about engineering?
Nothing, sir.
Prioritize re-establishing communications. We need to know what's going on.
Partial auxiliary power is coming back. We have life support and primary shields. Impulse engines fluctuating wildly, and the plasma injectors seem to be down. Replicators, transporters, comm systems, and weapons still offline.
Childers, pull up a schematic showing our crew locations aboard Grissom.
Aye, sir.
Commander?
Sorry I took so long. We had to climb up. All turbolifts are down. Report, Chapman.
We're following yellow alert procedures, currently trying to re-establish comms.
What about the sensors? Do we know what caused the failures?
Sensors are partially available, but I'm only picking up a residual energy field aft of the ship, as if something detonated.
Let me look at your readings. I've seen that energy pattern before. Tholians.
Can you be sure of that?
I suspect Saunders is right, Dr. Liebman. Childers, can you locate the captain?
I have him on internal scan, Commander. He's in Turbolift 2, somewhere between decks 2 and 4.
So he's indeed stuck there.
Damn. Sato, can we move the ship?
I can try thrusters. We still don't have impulse right now.
Bring us about 180 degrees axis. Mr. Jada, raise shields.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, the energy field is definitely Tholian, some type of subspace mine.
Continue sensor sweeps, Chapman. I need to know if any Tholian vessels are about. They must be in the vicinity.
I was involved in looking at the accumulated data on the Tholian Assembly while stationed on Earth. It was based on the data from Federation encounters with Tholians on stardates 2152 and 2268. I therefore suggest I may be of some assistance.
Yes. Yes, Doctor. Work with Chapman at his station and see what you can find out on Tholian weaknesses. What about you, Saunders?
I'm a xenologist first and foremost, whilst Libby is primarily a marine biologist, Commander. I'll work with both him and Chapman.
All right. Jada, get to the arms of Venturi and issue landing party communicators to all departments. We'll use them to re-establish communication until the primaries are back online.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, I'm detecting movement from aft sensors. 2 small vessels, most likely Tholian.
Sato, transfer power from the thrusters to maintain shields. Engineering?
No contact.
Damn it. Time is a luxury we can't afford. I need full power now.
Sorry, Commander. I'll have to work with what we have.
Then we have no choice but to do so. Can we open a channel?
I can route a hailing frequency through the sensor dome and try.
Then do it. It's time to take the initiative.
Still no answer to our hails, Commander.
As Tholians are sound frequency sensitive, I suggest that we send a barrage of high frequency noise to the lead ship, using the main deflector for amplification. That'll get them.
I'm on it.
What are they looking for here?
I've heard anecdotal stories about the Tholian way of plundering alien vessels. If they're really after something, they can be reckless intruders. They utilize energy mines to drain away all the target vessel's energy, shoot the crew, take what they can, and leave. In some cases, they actually take the alien vessel if it has technology superior to their own.
Strange stories indeed.
I heard a similar story some years ago about a Rigelian freighter, which is probably targeted by Tholians, but despite some rather intriguing evidence, it could never be fully proved.
I think we have caught their attention. It says we are incapacitated and are to surrender to the forces of the Tholian Assembly. Your vessel is now ours.
Uh-oh.
I am Commander Stephanie Ottair of the U.S.S. Grissom. Your vessels are in clear violation of Federation space. If you leave now, this incident can be overlooked.
I think it's laughing, Commander. It says prepare to be boarded.
This is not good.
Commander, they're opening fire.
Red alert. Evasive maneuvers.
I'll do my best, but on partial auxiliary, it won't be much.
Hit to the port nacelle. Shields at 20%. Next volley coming in.
Brace for impact.
Shields are down. Minimal damage to all decks.
We're losing power again.
They stopped firing.
We're drifting.
Damn. Childers, I need a communicator.
Here.
Mr. Jada.
Jada here.
Where are you now?
Deck 4. I'm distributing handheld communicators. Lieutenant Kisas, Ensigns Wood, and DeLonghi are with me.
Lieutenant Kisas, stay together and head for the next weapons locker. Pass weapons throughout the ship. We're expecting to be boarded.
Acknowledged.
Everyone, take a phaser and prepare for the worst. Do you know where Lieutenant Thorson is?
Negative.
Good luck.
Commander, I should point out that although the Tholians are from a hot Class C world, they can live for a short time with minor discomfort in a Class M environment. And of course, like now, they could wear environmental support suits.
Intruder alert, Commander.
Yeah. Childers, full frequency, high sonic reverb on all speakers, all spectrums, quick as you can.
Leave or die, boys.
Finally.
I'm lowering the bridge temperature drastically.
Lower the temperature ship-wide.
Impossible, Commander. We only have localized control.
And Commander, sensors show a large Tholian boarding party on Deck 4.
Engineering. They're making for engineering.
Did you hear that?
Yes, Murphy. But there's no way to contact anyone, and this door will never open. I've tried everything I can think of, and even some tricks I've never tried before.
Thor, calm down a bit now, or you'll soon be of no use to yourself or anyone.
I need to know what is going on out there. I just don't like to be without intelligence.
Ah, Jesus. If the amazing Thor can't get us out of here, then nobody can. Would you sit down for a while? You might as well get comfortable.
I'm thinking of options, Murphy. You might do the same.
Yeah, but I'm a nurse, so I'm looking at this from a different angle. We've no idea if life support is going to go. We're just stuck in these bloody quarters.
Watch it.
In these nice quarters. Yeah, whatever. You're using valuable oxygen standing up there. Sit down and think quietly.
Yes, you're right, of course. You're the winner anyway.
I'm sorry?
Ensign Gerber. I heard... ignore me.
I know she was interested in you at one point, but I asked her out on a date earlier. But you know, she said yes to me, so fortune favours the bold, my friend.
I see. It's really none of my business, but thank you, anyway, for letting me know.
Not a problem.
Now I'll get back to my thinking.
You do that.
I will.
Computer, status of auxiliary power restoration.
Unable to proceed before access field generators have been isolated.
Then by the gods, isolate the access field generators.
Unable to proceed before auxiliary power has been restored.
Can you reroute the energy from the local life support system to consoles A and D?
Unable to comply. Level 5 authorization is needed to turn off life support in this area.
Then suggest me anything to get the systems working again.
Auxiliary power needs to be restored.
Oh no!
This is no valid query.
Esteban, what are you doing here?
Cadet McLaughlin, you're my last hope. I am unable to get anything to work again.
I'm here to help. Why is this place like the Mare Celeste? Where the hell are Charles, Plummer, and Bowman?
I have no idea. I saw them leaving through that door to the memory bank quarters before all systems went down suddenly, and no sign of them since. I'm a climatologist, not an engineer, but I have been trying to restore power.
You look terrible.
I'm relieved you know engineering so well.
Yeah, but we need to cool down the whole deck first.
Why?
Can you stand some low temperatures?
What is that?
Oh, just some Tholians, and I think they're trying to make their way here.
Oh no! Then we have to get out of here.
And leave engineering undefended? No way. I'll try to isolate the field generators and sync the core systems, while you, my friend, better take this phaser.
But Miss McLaughlin...
Just call me Kara. And if you see some Tholians coming this way, shoot them.
More bulk to the barricade. DeLonghi, concentrate fire on the glowing spots at the top of their torso.
Is that their eyes?
Just do it. We can't let them through here.
Lieutenant, some of them have disappeared. They may have gone aft to come to us from the other side of the deck.
Head them off.
Rachel, be careful!
DeLonghi! Sharon!
I can't do anything for her now. Go aft, Ensign. Quick.
This is suicide. She can't face them all alone. Order her back.
We are expendable. The Tholians cannot be allowed to take engineering or the entire ship will fall.
Lieutenant Hewson would never have allowed this.
But I'm not Hewson, okay?
I ask you to reconsider, Lieutenant.
And I ask you to focus on our enemy, Petty Officer, and stop talking to me like I'm a child.
Okay, calm down.
Don't worry about Wood. She'll be fine. Let's concentrate on taking out the Tholians and not each other.
Main systems coming back online, yay! Sensors, weapons, transporters, and comm system. Engineering to bridge.
Finally. Well done, Cadet.
Good to hear your voice, Commander.
Give us full shields and defensive screens.
Done. We have thrusters too.
Sato, bring us about to face the Tholian vessels. Chapman, open fire. Full photon torpedo spread.
Acknowledged. Torpedoes away, Commander.
Now lock phasers and target their web generators. They may be scout ships, but together they can pack a wallop.
Phasers locked in.
Fire.
Their weapons are offline.
The shields are going down.
They are starting to move off in the direction of the Tholian Assembly.
We're in no shape for pursuit. Get security teams on the move. I want damage reports from all decks. McLaughlin, status on impulse engines.
We'll have impulse power back in a couple of minutes. But Commander, the Tholian boarding party, they're still on this deck.
What? Can you secure the entrance to engineering?
I'm trying. I'm afraid not.
Kara, Miss Kara, they're coming.
Set your phaser to maximum, Esteban.
Kara,
Duck!
Sas here. We got the last Tholian.
Thank goodness. Is the ship clear then?
I believe so, but we have some casualties.
Lieutenant, was that Esteban?
He's down. Doesn't look good.
We have to take him to sickbay immediately.
Commander, can I...
Back to work, Chapman. We have no time for personal feelings right now.
I'll take care of him, Chapman. You have my word.
Thank you.
What about the captain? Turbolifts?
It'll take some minutes, Commander. Is the captain stuck somewhere?
Indeed, but hopefully safe. At least he was out of harm's way.
I'll do what I can.
Keep this channel open and keep me posted.
Aye.
Stay with us, Esteban. I promised Chapman you'd live. So you're indeed going to live, okay?
Finally! I thought we were trapped here forever.
Thor, would you just take it slowly? Don't put too much pressure on your knee. No sudden sprinting, or ligament repair will just unravel.
Thanks for the advice, but we need to find out what's been going on. I smell carbon scoring. Weapons have been discharged near the bridge.
Jesus, it's bloody freezing, man. What in God's name have they been at?
And, by the way, Sean, can I ask you a favor?
You want more analgesia?
Yes. But I just want to say, no hard feelings over Gerber. And can you not discuss me with her? I'm a private person.
As if I'm going to discuss the 6-foot-plus blonde competition with her. No problem there, mate.
Good.
You know what? You should ask out Denson DeLonghi. She's really hot. And she likes you too, you know.
She does?
Why don't you ask her yourself? Now lead on.
Quick, get him on the ICU biobed and get his tunic off.
My God, Ensign DeLonghi. Is she dead?
I could do nothing for her, Mr. Jara, but we can't worry about that now.
How bad is it?
Bad.
Malo.
Indeed, but go back to your post, gentlemen. I don't think there's anything you can help me with.
Will he survive?
Please, let me do my work.
I need to know what price we paid to win this particular round. Childers, contact Enterprise, advise them about this incident, and that we need assistance.
Aye.
We will maintain our position until they arrive. Chapman, full scans for any more spatial mines. Let's clear a path for Enterprise.
Captain!
Captain!
Captain on the bridge.
Report, Commander. What the hell took you so long to get me out of that turbo lift? I felt impacts on the ship. Were we attacked? And why is it freezing cold on my bridge?
While you were trapped in the turbolift, sir, we had the small matter of propelling a Tholian attack force.
Tholians? Did they cause damage?
Nothing we can't repair. Both systems are working again.
I'll take a full report of my ready room then, Commander. Follow me.
Chapman, you have the bridge.
Yes, Mom.
Can someone get that temperature up quickly, please? Clive, I'm really feeling the cold.
Hurry up, Libby. You dropped it down. Don't act as if you don't know how to get it up again.
Just shut up, Saunders.
Here, Lieutenant. Have my jacket. We wouldn't want you catching a chill.
Thank you, Doctor.
My pleasure. As always. Becky.
Ensign Wood!
Mr. Jata?
It's good to see you unharmed. Didn't you encounter any Tholians on your way forward?
Yes. There are a number of Tholian bodies back down the corridor. About 4, I guess.
That's impossible. We didn't go that way.
I have no idea what happened to them. When I heard them coming, I hid in a Jeffries tube.
Okay, I'll have my men check it out. In the meantime, you should report to engineering. They need every hand they can get.
On my way.
It would appear that Wood was correct, Lieutenant Casas. There are 4 Tholian bodies present, but all seem to have been dismembered. Not a phaser mark on any of them.
Dismembered? How can that be? And where the hell are you coming from? We have no aliens on our crew capable of that. How could Wood have not heard anything?
Good question, Lieutenant. I always found the entire incident most suspicious.
You found?
Many have made a trade of delusions and false miracles, deceiving the stupid multitude.
What? What do you mean by that? Katas to bridge. I need a xenologist down on deck 4.
Sounds intriguing. I will be there directly, Lieutenant.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Katas out. So where exactly are the Tholian corpses located, Cadet? Cadet?
What's up?
Did you see a tall young cadet coming your way?
No.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Strange. Very strange.
Dr. Marcus, Lieutenant Savik. Welcome aboard. I'm Lieutenant Lars Thorson, Special Ops.
Hi there. Where's the captain?
Captain Esteban needs to have a final talk with Admiral Kirk before we move off.
Sure. I think my father will want to know about your encounter with the Tholians.
Well, after all that happened, you could call it their encounter with us.
We hope the Enterprise has not kept you waiting for too long.
This is a competent crew, Lieutenant, so we were not in serious danger. I believe Enterprise will scout the border to detect any further incursions before returning to the Sol Sector.
I believe you are correct. The Enterprise will indeed pursue the matter of this incursion of Federation space.
Clive!
David, good to see you again.
You have no idea how good it is to know you're on board.
Thank your mother for that.
Have you had a pleasant stay so far?
You joking? If the start of this voyage has been anything to go by, we're in for quite a bumpy ride. And this beauty must be the lovely Lieutenant Savik. I've heard so much about you.
You have?
Has my mother been talking out of turn again? What did she tell you?
Well, nothing. Just what a wonderful science officer you are, Lieutenant.
I'm hesitant to interrupt, but Lieutenant Savik, you are to report to the bridge immediately.
No problem, Thorson. It'll be my pleasure to show David his quarters, and to carry your bags to yours, Lieutenant Savik.
Thank you, Doctor.
So if you please, this way.
So there we are. If anyone can scare the Tholians back across the border, Jim Kirk is the man for the job.
I don't doubt it, Captain.
But I want you to know, Stephanie, that your actions today were commendable. You repelled the boarding party and kept the ship in one piece against the hostile force.
I believe there wasn't very much we could do, and the team which fought them down on deck 4 met each other by coincidence. It wasn't my victory.
But it was your leadership that saved us all.
And it came with a price. Ensign DeLong is dead. Specialist Esteban might be breathing his last, and we have several injured crewmen.
I know, and DeLonghi's death, no more than that of Houston or Solak, weighs on me heavily. But she died doing her duty, and her sacrifice wasn't in vain.
It just doesn't make it any easier, Captain. In effect, she was like a pawn that had to be sacrificed to check the Tholians. I'm not particularly proud of the analogy, but there you go.
Bridge to Captain Esteban. Dr. Marcus and Lieutenant Savik are now aboard, and we're ready to move off.
Thank you, Childers. And can I assume you've also finished that particular task which I requested recently?
Yes, sir. The crew's personal messages have been transferred to the Enterprise, to the hands of Commander Uhura, and will soon be on their way to Federation space.
Very good. Lieutenant Sato, resume course to Mutara Sector, ahead warp factor 5.
Aye, sir.
Well, what are you planning to do next?
I think I'll be needed in engineering. To be honest, I'd like to supervise the final system recalibrations myself.
Good. I'm going to welcome Lieutenant Savik and show her around, so we're going to meet up again in a while. After that, I'll be in my quarters. Vindy told me to listen to something, and I never got around to finishing it.
You mean some sort of classical music?
Not quite. I'm afraid the doctor advised me not to talk about it to anyone, Stephanie. I'm sorry.
As I was saying, Chapman, He's in a coma, which I had to induce to lower his intracranial pressure.
Oh no. Please, Doctor, tell me he's going to live.
Well, the Tholian weapon burnt right through his thorax, narrowly missing his heart, and there was substantial hemorrhaging. He also suffered a head injury when he fell. We hope that the coma will reduce his systolic and diastolic blood pressure and allow the vessels some time to heal.
So he'll be alright again, won't he?
I'm doing everything I can, Chapman. His chances are 50-50.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone for now.
Hey, Aben. It's me. It's me, Christopher. I wish if I only could, if I'd have some pheromones to give you right now, they would all be yours. For the first time in my life, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can hear me, but I want you to know that whatever I said earlier, I didn't mean it. Please get better. You were right about me all the time. You were right.
Lady Valkyries, it is an honor to meet the newly chosen leader of your house this far out. You look well, my lady, as ever.
Spare me your platitudes, General Karg. To look is fine, but to touch is to die. Has Commander Curry retrieved my agent and the Genesis data?
His vessel has communicated that they have left Pacifica and will report to me directly. The hour of Curry's arrival is already upon us.
I must have this data. It will secure the honor of my house as much as the glory of the entire Empire. The discovery of the secrets of this Genesis weapon will aid our eventual conquest of the Federation.
General, you're hailed. It is the Kalis.
On the main viewer. Commander Curry, you are as punctual as ever. Report.
General Karg, this is Reshtark. I am former Captain Curry's officer.
Former?
I took the opportunity to take command of this vessel, following Curry's failure to secure the Genesis data the Federation scientists had at Pacifica.
This is not acceptable. Did you challenge him?
Of course, sir. He is dead. The agent of the Empire, known as Impersonal, betrayed us at the moment of our ambush, and Commander Curry chose to flee rather than fight to secure the scientist.
Gotcha!
Where are they now?
The scientists are on a Federation ship called Grissom. The location of Impersonal herself is unknown.
What of the alternative plan? Has the Hand of God been activated?
Indeed, milady. The agent was inserted on Pacifica. Not as planned, but he was inserted.
Then at least our other agent is in place. Securing the whereabouts of this starship Grissom will therefore not be problematic.
Are you proposing to pursue the Grissom?
There is no need. It will now be very simple to find them whenever we wish. But I'm sure I know where Impersonal has fled to. She is a creature of habit.
Reshtark, you will be joined by my Lady Valkyries and follow her direction. You are the captain now, but she will guide you.
Yes, General.
Your mission is twofold. Secure and silence her. Then contact the Hand of God and ensure you know where the Grissom is heading to.
By your command, we await the lady.
Cog out.
Thank you, General.
Not at all. Your agent's recent actions mean delay not only for the Empire, but the risk that she may sell information on the Genesis weapon to the Baktag Romulans.
And then we have to make sure this does not happen.
You're wrong, my lady. It is you alone who has to secure our success. Fail me this time, and your dagger will not save you from my wrath or my urges. I have my own house to represent.
I see.
So it is understood, Valkyrs. I need your word.
It is understood, General. You have it.
You know, Mark, the good thing about being where I am is I really can't complain about anything. It's a heavy workload, and it's damn odd sometimes, but it's wonderful. Thor, Ottair, Chapman, they've all become such good friends. If I could choose an assignment again, I'd certainly choose the Grissom. I miss you, though, and wish you were here. Leading a Starfleet officer's life is no excuse for anyone to go for a life of separation. What were we thinking, getting married and getting assigned to 2 ships in 2 different sectors? You on the Potemkin and me here. And right now I regret it more than ever not to be in range and having to make this stupid recording, waffling about people and crap and not even getting to the point. Well, I just don't know how to begin. I have something to tell you, and I won't waste time procrastinating any longer. Dr. Saraz told me whatever I'm recording now, well, it's likely going to be my last recording ever. Because I'm not going to come back, Mark. Because I'm dying. A couple of weeks ago, I was complaining of upper abdominal pain and some weight loss, and Dr. Saraz diagnosed Carlton's carcinoma. And it's already advanced and spreading. It's one of those kinds of cancer that is still without a cure, and I have it in my genes, probably from my great-grandfather. Well, I'm so sorry, Mark. I know I should have told you earlier, but you had your promotion exams, and I thought after Grissom was ordered to the Azati system, I could leave after that little mission and retire to spend whatever time I had left with you, but then we were sent on a journey I'm not even allowed to talk about. So, this is me saying goodbye. I wish things could have been different, but I want you to remember me with a smile on my face, and in many ways I am glad. Glad that I can indeed smile to myself right now, because I've already found my peace. You are my peace. Mark, you know, nothing is forever, and nothing comes without a price, and the time comes when we must all say goodbye to the world we know. Goodbye to everything we have taken for granted, to those we thought would never abandon us. And when these things finally do occur, when the familiar has departed and the unfamiliar has taken its place, all any of us can really do is to say hello and welcome. Goodbye, my love, and don't grieve. As long as you think of me, I will always be there. I promise, I will always be your loving husband, Paul Hewson.
You are listening to Star Trek Grissom, Episode 3, featuring Clive Saunders as Captain J.T. Esteban, Dallas Teague Snyder as Dr. Vindi Siraz, Jennifer Cole as Commander Stephanie Ottair. Starring David Robertson as Lieutenant Commander Christopher Chapman, Rick Pike as Lieutenant Lars Thorson, Grania Ahern as Lieutenant Rebecca Sato, Michael Slagenweit-Kaufman as Lieutenant Juan Casas, Anya Nicolóin as Cadet Cara McLaughlin, Hannah Clang as Ensign Rachel Wood, William Raymer as Petty Officer Bakari Jatta, Bodo Hartwig as Lieutenant Brian Childers, Sean Paul Teeling as Nurse Sean Murphy, Benjamin Cavesdale as Specialist Aben, and Andrew Foster as Admiral Harry Morrow. With Will Dees as Dr. Clive Saunders, Michael Liebman as Dr. Michael Liebman, Dave McAvoy as Dr. David Marcus, and Renda Carr as Lieutenant Savick. Special appearances by Brad Hathaway as Captain Jeffrey Pierce, Esther Gerard as Ensign Sharon DeLonghi, Michael Hudson as Lieutenant Paul Hewson, Ronan Byrne as Cadet Q, Toby Slagenweit-Kaufman as Reshtark, David O'Neill as General Karg, and introducing Barbara Puder as Lady Valkyris. With Annalie Green as Computer Voice, William Raymer as Klingon Warrior, and Shadow McNamara Teeling as Muggle the Dog. Story by Sean Paul Teeling. Audio play by Bodo Hartwig. Editing, sound effects, and music by Bodo Hartwig. Executive producers Rob Caves and Sean Paul Teeling. For further information, visit www.startrekgrissom.com.